Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dungeon, and we are currently in the gutter at the second bonfire. We're going to continue the easy mode walkthrough, where we've got pretty much all the torches lit up to this point, and we are going to summon a special NPC to kill and take her stuff. Alright, so first thing we need to do, make sure that you have that whip equipped still, because we're going to be busting up some of these statues. and you really don't have to do those statues again, but I did want to do that one. And we will need a fire, actually, torch. So I'm going to go ahead and go get that torch lit right now, because it's kind of good to see, because there's some holes in the floor over here. Plus, we're going to need to light some torches anyways. So, alright. So, let me get this one. Now, there's a couple dudes who actually get spawned behind us. So, oh, and we're going to get a really cool weapon here in a second. So yeah, see, there's a guy right there. And there might be another one. I don't know. Maybe there's not. So if you have the whip, you can just troll that guy through the wall, along with these stone statues that shoot out poison and stuff like that. So that's always cool. I don't think there's anything in those. We'll check it out. Don't go down that way. Matter of fact, just follow exactly the path that I am laying out for you, because some of those with the ladders and stuff, they will lead to your death, basically. So yeah, follow the steps that I am outlaying here. Alright. One of these, yeah, I knew one of them did have some goodies in it. I don't think there's any torches down this way. Yeah, no, there's no torches. And let's see. Alright. Alright, these dudes, I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but they can actually drop some pretty interesting stuff. There's a pyromancy that they can drop. It's pretty good. It's Flame Tempest, I think it is. So, I mean, it's a pretty low drop, honestly. It's a really low drop. I'd be very surprised if I were to see one. But they can, and I have, pretty sure I've picked them up before. Now, that thing right there, we're gonna kill it. I know some people are like, no, don't kill it, whatever. And to them, I say it's a monster, and every monster deserves to die in Dark Souls pretty well. Alright. And I think it'll actually deteriorate your armor or cure poison, or it does something, but I mean, I don't care. I want the souls. And it's a lot of hit points that it has. See, it's almost dead. One more hit. Yeah. And it drops a poison moss, gives me some souls, and whatever. Now it's gone. So that's that. Okay, moving forward, or moving on rather. What we're gonna do is come around this way actually first. I don't think there's anything that we need to pick up down here. I want to take a peek though. Sometimes I feel like there is. Alright. Yeah, I think there's a hollow down there maybe or something. Okay, so this is where we want to go. Right here. Oh yeah, we want to get that dung pie. Alright, bring your torch down this way. And I can't remember if there's actually something we can light down here, but there is something that we want down here. Especially for the strength build. You know it. So that's one of those dudes that explode. And I tell you what, man, those things are pain. When you're next to them and they explode, that's not good. Not good at all. Alright, and here it is. Here is the Great Club. Now I will say, like, if you go to the wiki and stuff, a lot of times it'll tell you that you'll get the Great Club before like other clubs and stuff. They're all gonna get aggroed now. And I am here to tell you that that's just not always true. Make sure you don't fall off when you're killing these dudes, because you take that little step and they will kind of get... They should be coming up, actually. Yeah, here, I'll help them come up. That should aggro them. Are you kidding me? They still don't know? Alright, we'll have another dagger. I have another dagger. Alright. Okay, well, if they don't want to come up and play, then I'll just go down there and mess them up. Whoa, that hurt, man. Holy smokes. Alright, let's use a Estus flask. Oh my god, that hurt. Okay, so some really... Wow, dang, look how many... I didn't realize there was 20 of those in that. But some pretty interesting stuff we're about to get. Especially if you're like a mage type build. I think there's 2, yeah. Okay. Can light this. It's not the last one. We should be good. And if you went down the way that I went down, you don't have to worry about that dude who bursts. Because that guy will definitely rain on your parade. Alright, that's the way to the Black Gulch. We are not going to do that just yet. We have... Like I said, we gotta get that... that NPC to summon, you know. And then once we do that, it'll be pretty cool. So, here, actually, come down here. I should have lit that one last, but that's okay. It's not like a huge deal. All right, now come run over here. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah, there's not. This one, you kind of don't want to light on its own because there's nowhere to go. Alright, and we are going to kind of trick this NPC actually a little bit. And I'm, matter of fact, going to switch out my weapon because while the fire longsword is cool, Craftsman's hammer does a little bit more damage. And put on the ring of blades. I don't think I need the stone ring, but I'm gonna keep it on just to make sure I can stagger this guy, because he's like a she, actually I should say, is a like a wizard, you know. So if you let her, she will cast these spells, and I think she has. Matter of fact, I'll light that one last. She has what is it? Soul Spear, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's a very powerful magic spell. It's kind of like a soul arrow, but like on steroids, you know. So as soon as I like this, as long as I've gotten all of them, then she should get summoned. There it is. Gutter denizen. So at this point I can put this thing away, and I actually put the whip away too. I'm gonna just run up the stairs here because if I get lucky I can knock the dude down actually. And there we go. Yeah, there it's coming right here. Alright, so my dog just got fed, so let's see what it does. Oh, it's running away. No, dude, I want you to come up here. Are you kidding? Oh, this NPC knows, man. It's down there. Let's see what it's doing. Is it gonna try to come up again? I think it fell. Might have took some damage, which would be pretty cool. Oh man. Alright, so here's the problem. When I go down here, it's possible she can get a free attack on me. I gotta move quick. And those soul spears, they freaking hurt, man. Especially because my magic resistance is not very good. You know what, maybe we can make a quick change armor. Something a little faster, a little bit more durable. Doesn't look like she's coming up. Some good magic resistance here. There we go. Let's do that. Where'd she go? I'll come up here. I don't want to take too long. Oh, that's just down there. And let me switch out a couple more pieces of gear. No, that's actually pretty good. Okay, yeah, we'll just roll with this. And I should be good. If you bought like a ring of magic resistance from the pyromancy chick at Majula, and you can have that equipped too. Cause where did she go? Oh, there she is. She's waiting, man. Oh boy. It did take fall damage. Alright, and check this out. Let me show you this. Sweet. Alright, this black witch veil, look at the curse resistance. This right here, if you have this, when you fight the end boss, which is I think it's Natasha or something like that, I can't remember her real name, but the queen, wearing this will completely negate her, well, virtually negate her like little black clouds that she puts out, because your curse resistance is so high. It makes it so much easier. So having this, super duper good. And then for those of you who are, you know, trying to do your mage thing or whatever, this armor is really pretty good actually. I mean, look at it. Look at how much it weighs and all the magic resistance and stuff. It's just out of sight, man. Out of sight. So very cool. At this point, we are going to basically get out of here. This is all we need in the gutter. We've completed the gutter. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, the gutter, it's so sucky. Easy mode, yo. I hope I didn't destroy anything. Holy smokes. Alright. So, we'll come back. Actually, and there's another fragrant branch. We'll come back real quick and light that, because I don't want it to not be lit. I just want it to be lit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't bring a torch. I should have brought a torch. And hopefully I didn't destroy any equipment, really. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I should have used my whip just to be sure. Now there's a bonfire right here, and I'm gonna light this now. Basically, from this point, so I will say this, that you know, the other video I was gonna go into the other area for the Lost Bastille, and then in the last video I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and put that in here for you guys. If you wanted to, you could. It really doesn't matter. I mean, they're all pretty easy areas. So same thing with the huntsman's. cops, which will come after that, and it's pretty simple stuff. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Majula, and then go to the Lost Bastille, put that stuff on here, and then see where we're at with the time. All right, you guys. So here we are at the Lost Bastille Bonfire by the blacksmith, and like I was saying, you could do this area before the gutter, and it's really not going to be a big deal. So, getting into it, I've already mentioned before that this area right here is kind of a good area to farm these guys for the spell and for souls, and also these guys over here for, you know, souls and their drops and stuff like that. And I will say that I kind of like that the other character's craftsman's hammer. It's pretty cool. I mean, it does upgrade with a twinkling titanite, which kind of sucks a little bit, but it's got such a good moveset, you know what I'm saying? And the build in general is kind of working out pretty good. I put some points into Dex in the other character, and I just want to be able to like use different weapons or whatever. But in the meantime, a little slow on the draw here. Alright, in the meantime, I can continue to appreciate his ability to like regenerate like all the time. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so now that we cleared up this little area, I'll go ahead and pop this. We're basically going to go around. We're going to end up where we kind of left off, where we started, kind of, sort of. But I will say this, for those of you who are casters, this area is going to be a little bit cooler, not cooler, but easier maybe. You can do the same with a bow. It's obviously just going to cost you arrows and stuff. And it doesn't even have to be upgraded. These things, like, they're very, very weak. Although very powerful if you don't kill them. They will explode and then ignite these, like, casks, you know, of gunpowder and stuff. And that's extremely bad. They will jump on you, so they'll run and jump, and then when they land, they'll like destroy all your equipment and stuff. It'll affect its durability, and it does a lot of damage. So it's kind of like really, really bad. So do keep in mind this guy's gonna jump down. Alright, now, you know, with the strength build character, going through something like this is easy. Killing the pursuers is, oh my god, so easy. With this guy, some things are more difficult, some things are a lot easier, you know, because of the spells and stuff like that. So like going through the gutter, I mean, you get spells, so it's a little bit easier. Now, I will say that this next thing right here, I'm gonna hit this, and then like 3 of those one guys are gonna the hollows that will jump and explode and stuff, they're gonna pop up. So I really have to be quick on the draw to kill them, because if you don't, you will die. So you have to try to kill, I mean, one at a time if possible. So we'll see how it goes. Hoping that I can, you know, kill a few with this dark orb, maybe. Ooh, got lucky, because they really weren't paying attention. So that's cool. The Wanderer stuff is actually pretty cool. It's lightweight, good to use in certain circumstances. Doesn't really have, I don't think it has like any poise though, which is kind of a downer. Alright, now for over here, what you want to do is put on whatever kind of firebomb. A regular firebomb would work just fine, actually. If I had one, I would use it. I want to use these. a little bit more costly, but it's whatever. So blow that thing up, and I'll put that away. And then you could just take out the rest. I mean, it's like whatever. I've got the magic, and I put a lot of points into my intelligence at this juncture. You know what I mean? So I do hella damage with these spells. You know what I'm saying? Jump up here. I don't know if you noticed, but this guy actually did the same thing. He came up here and he ran down to get to me, which did it actually really fast. Usually that doesn't happen so quickly. The next area right here, if you don't have spells, then you know, you could just use like a bow or something like that to aggro this guy. I am going to kill him with this dark orb. Actually, I might have to use two. Let's see how it goes. Just like that. Easy peasy. And we are going to use a lockstone. And it's cool because it like lights the whole area up. It's kind of dark in here. So you can use the bone staff, but at this point, honestly, you'll probably either want to use your sorcerer staff or this sunset staff if you're using like dark pyromancy or dark or hexes, I mean. And in this one of these, there's a parrying dagger. The other one has a twin blade, which the twin blade is pretty good actually. For those of you, I think it's like a dex weapon. Let's take a look at it real quick. It could be pretty cool if you're looking for something like that. Should be right over here. Yeah, it looks like it's a balanced. It's a dex and strength type weapon. But the cool thing is it has two ends, so like when you attack with it, you'll basically like be attacking really quick. So if you have something like the stone ring on, then you'll be like staggering the heck out of people, which would be kind of cool. Very, very, very cool. Alright, so we're done with the lower area. Now we're gonna go to the upper area. I won't be able to connect them yet, because in order to do that you have to kill the ruined sentinels first. But that's alright, you know, we will get to that when we get to that. For right now, we're just gonna unlock this next bonfire over here. Get your soul arrows ready, because there's a lot of these dudes over here. They're gonna start charging us as soon as we start moving around. And if you wait too long, what's interesting is that these guys right here, they're inside these containers. They'll actually explode. So don't wait too long, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm gonna come over here. You can like melee these guys. They won't really aggro very quickly. But you can also, you know, if you've got like a ranged weapon, you can kill them from a distance. Like I said, I think even with like 70 or even maybe even less points of damage, you can wrap them up. So if you've gone through the walkthrough, you should have a number of these fragrant branches now. So it really shouldn't be a problem to unlock this guy. He is very instrumental to this build because he sells another dark orb. So he likes to talk and talk himself up and be like, I'm so powerful and you suck. But I mean, let's be honest, man, he's not like that powerful. He talks a big game though. So you want to buy this. This is like your bread and butter spell. Other spells, this one is actually really good. I'm gonna buy it. It doesn't come in handy tons, but it really can. When you start to pump out lots of damage, this thing will shoot, I think it's like 5 orbs at once. They don't do as much damage as the regular dark orb, so they're like weaker, But if you can get, like, if you can stack extra dark damage on top of each other, and when you do these, it can really do a lot of damage. Dark Fog can be fun to use, and so can Affinity. This one was in Dark Souls 1, and it's in Dark Souls 3. Basically, I think it was called like Pursuer or something like that in Dark Souls 1. It shoots out like a homing dark orb or whatever. It's kind of cool. Anyhow, whatever. So see what he's saying. He's like, yeah. He talks a big game. You can also buy cool stuff from him too. Like you can trade him. Let's learn the gesture first. You can trade souls with him, like boss souls. You get boss weapons and stuff, which is cool. This right here is probably going to be something that I'll see if I can maybe make that work with the strength build. I want to say you upgraded with Twinkling Titanite, which could be a problem. So there's a lot of cool things you can get here. You can trade with that, and you can buy. As you kill forlorns, he'll sell you forlorn armors and stuff like that, and it can be pretty good. Obviously the rings, which this one pretty cool depending on what you're doing. Extending the length of a spell. Some spells you would want it to extend, it actually doesn't, so, or it doesn't do it well. That's kind of funny. We will be getting this one. We don't need it for a while, but it's pretty handy to have later on in the game. Any of these you could use if it floats your boat. This is the one that we got. It looks like, I thought it was a little bit more. I thought it was like the same cost as this one, but it's not. It's a little bit lower, but I got this one for free. I found it off a dead body. Alright, so next thing we want to do is, if you want to, you can rest there and kill all these dudes again. Could be worth it. I am not going to. I'll kill them again in a minute, because I'm just going to run through this little area. We are going to go down there. Might as well show you. I'll go down there now. And then we're going to go down the stairs too. This would probably, as you're going through this is probably not something you want to have equipped, because like I said before, those enemies will run at you and jump, and then if they land near you, they'll start to destroy your equipment. And the Ring of Restoration has a very hefty price tag on repairing it at the blacksmith if you break it. So try not to wear that here. Also, if you have any kind of let me go ahead and put this thing on so I can get better drops. But if you have something to help out your fall damage, could be good to have in places like this. We're gonna drop down. First thing we're gonna do is just go at a diagonal like this, and you should land right there. Alright, now you can drop down and come back. I used to do that, and it's just not even worth it. Just use a Homer Bone and go to the last bonfire. Alright, and because it's just easier that way. Otherwise you drop down, you fall, you lose your souls, and it's just not even worth it, man. Alright, so here we are once again, and I'll show you a little bit of a farming run here before we finish this little area up. Oh boy, careful not to attack these guys, the NPC. None of the NPCs, don't attack any of them. There was this one time I was wearing the butterfly wings, and they poison everyone, and I got too close to the armor. Yeah, it didn't go over very well. It didn't go over very well at all. So here this guy's already running at me. And that dude already jumped at me. They do not mess around. I'll kill that guy. And I'll tell you what, let's do this real quick, come back. This guy tries to sneak up behind you, but I've played this game before, so you just come around here and kill him first. Avoid the barrels because there's going to be someone shooting fire arrows at you, and the barrels, of course, are stocked with gunpowder. Oh gosh, man. Because we got the mace, we can stagger this guy, which is cool. The guy up above, he will notice that you are going inside, and then what he'll do is drop down like right here and then come back around, because you're going to go around and climb up the door or the ladder. So if you don't wait here and kill him, you'll run up and then be thinking like, oh man, the guy left or something happened or whatever. And then he'll be climbing the ladder right behind you. So you get up here, you look around, you light the bonfire, you're like, oh, that guy's gone. Don't worry about those guys. That's the gargoyle boss, and we'll fight them rather a little bit later. But anyways, going back to what happens, you climb up here, you'll see that, they'll get distracted, you'll light this, you'll be like, oh, what's going on over there? And then this dude will attack you from the back, like right there. So do yourself a favor, light this torch after you light the bonfire, of course, and light that. It's not like necessary, it's not like something that's gonna like hurt your game necessarily, but it's cool. It's a torch. We're gonna need the torches down below, because down there is the lost sinner, so we're gonna kill him a little bit later. But for now, since you have that bonfire lit, we're going to go back to the beginning. Alright, so this ways, this guy right over there, he'll actually explode in a moment. So, I mean, either run over there and kill him quick, or just wait, because you're going to get close and you're going to blow up. And then you'll take damage, and that's not cool for anyone. There's a hidden guy right there. Now, if you do not have... sweet. So this guy just kills himself. And I'm pretty sure you don't get their souls when they do that kind of stuff. So, if you don't have spells, just use a bow. Even if it's not upgraded, it'll kill them in one shot pretty well. This is a secret door. And we're going to fight another pursuer. If you're having trouble with these, I will say using those green blossoms could help, because you're running around and dodging and attacking, using a whole lot of stamina, so it could be, in your best interest to, potentially take one of those. Alright. What we're going to do is give ourselves a little bit of a buff here. And it's not going to help out tons because, it's like a dark energy enemy. So I will say that one more time, when using the other guy, like he'd be dead already. With that many hits. Whoa. Ooh. Alright. It was getting pretty close. You guys were like, oh, dungeon, you're not talking a whole lot. Well, I really didn't want to die on this walkthrough, you know what I'm saying? But it was getting kind of close. Now, right here, depending on your weapon, you may want to be careful, because you could sentence yourself to a death. If you get close to the edge and attack, then you'll jump off, and that will be very bad. So don't do that. Stay close to the wall, hug it actually, and then bide your time, get back after you do an attack like how I did. Alright, so we're gonna make this little jump here. Like I did before, you want to be careful. Make a little practice run. This is not a very good controller. Oh, look at that. Even with a bad controller. Man, I tell you, this controller has killed me before. Alright. Let me use this. Just to be safe. And also to even be even more safe, you can put the silver cat ring. Because if I fall, depending on where I fall, it might not kill me. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to get this shield over here. And be careful around the outside corners. So like these right here. Just take it easy. You know, you don't want to like move the joystick too much or the mouse if you're on PC. And here's the drop. And you get the golden wing shield. You might already have one of those, but you know, it's all whatever. Now, I will say that for whatever reason, a lot of times when you do these plunging attacks like that, you can miss. So it is sometimes what it is. And here we are, back to the beginning. Alright, I will say that it's probably going to be enough to wrap this one up, and then in the next one we'll go ahead and start fresh. I got a lot of souls, so what I'm probably going to do is level up. I can take a look here. I'm probably going to boost my attunement a little bit, because that's also going to boost my agility. By the time I get my attunement to 20, my agility will probably be at 92, which will give me another like third a second of iframes, which is really helpful. That would have helped against that last pursuer battle. So in addition to that, I'm probably just going to continue to boost up that intelligence and faith. Once I get that up, I'll probably get my vigor to 20 and then my strength to 40. So that's the plan. I'm sticking to it. Alright, you guys. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to show you. This staff, look at this. If you haven't seen it yet, man oh man. +3, and when I get another, I think I need one more, or maybe one or two more of the Twinkling Titanite, then I'll be able to up this thing to +4. Super cool. So keep upgrading your weapons, upgrade your level when you need to. If you need to farm, like I said, there was that farm right up there with all those guys. I think before I might have misquoted and said that it's like 1,000 for every kill. It's, you got to kill 3 to get about 1,000. So it doesn't take very long at all to build up souls to be able to upgrade. That's a really, really good farm right there. Just make sure you do not attack that NPC next to that jail cell bonfire. Okay? Alright, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.